Spark this up and just get into it. Peace and blessings, fam. It's your girl Shades of Sid, aka Shid, for all my real ones out there, okay? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a highly requested video. Not sure if I would say it's highly requested, but I have seen this topic come up in the comments a lot. So I figured, let's just talk about this. And that is my spiritual journey. Yeah, today we're gonna just get into my entire journey, pretty much how I started, the ups and downs, trials and tribulations, where I am today. And I also just created a 7-week chakra maintenance course that I'm offering on Patreon. So I figured now was the perfect time to kind of give you guys a bit of a background to why I'm even offering that course and tell you about my journey, what I've done, what I've been through, and yeah, how I'm here today and all that good stuff. So yes, we are going to medicate for this video. You see, I rolled up a nice little, can you see it? Rolled up a nice little fatty of some Durban poison. Would love to know what you guys are medicating on if you are medicating with me. Go ahead and drop that in the comments below. Also, if you can name the movie on my shirt, we're automatically friends forever. I'm not gonna like raise up anymore because it has the name at the bottom. If you can name this movie on my shirt, bro, we are like this, just so you know, like automatically like this. And spark this up and just get into it. It's like my thing. That's not my thing, but you know, I did that in another video, so I don't know, I might have to make it my thing. So yeah, I actually like to, I think Wiz Khalifa does this. He like, let's see if you can see it. He like pops the top off of his joints. So it's like you burn around the edges and then pop it off. Notice that this kind of helps the joint burn more even. It doesn't canoe, anything like that. But yeah, just burn it around, pop the top off, get it popping. I need an ashtray. Ashtray, bitch. All right, got my ashtray. Got my joint, top is popped. Let's get into this shit. Cheers. Oh, where do I even begin with the whole spiritual thing? Yes, from the beginning, from the beginning. Well, I've always been a very spiritual person. I mean, we are all spiritual beings, whether you realize it or not. I was raised in the church. My dad is actually a minister. My mother is heavily involved in the church as well. So I grew up in a religious environment, and I can just remember being a child and something didn't seem quite right to me. I didn't know what it was, couldn't put my finger on it, but it just wasn't aligning for me, at least. I can remember feeling so bad and feeling really guilty because like my dad, you know, has this super high position in the church. My mom is really involved. I really did my best to be involved as well because I felt like that's what was expected of me. I felt more so obligated, you know, to be involved than actually like driven. So that's where it kind of started for me, was just realizing that this is different for me. I just felt like such an outcast. Even now in my family, I still do feel like that, you know, like just different. As a young kid, that's kind of where it started for me, just feeling different as far as religion went. Didn't really know what to think of that as a child until, you know, I got older and then kind of realized what it was and put puzzle pieces together. It took me until I moved out of the house and I was 18, you know, I went to college. And then that's when, you know, my mind really opened up because I wasn't in the house anymore. I mean, anyone that has left home and went to college knows that it's a totally different vibe when you leave home. I remember the first Sunday of living in my dorm room, and I woke up in the morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have to go to church today. I'm sorry, but that was such a good feeling. It was like, I don't have to do something I don't want to do. I can wake up and enjoy my day. What? On a Sunday? I can enjoy my day? So fast forward to me being in college and becoming a true stoner, because I smoked a little bit in high school, but it wasn't like that. College, I started smoking. I used to smoke, it was like I would just get on YouTube and go down the rabbit hole. Anything like learning about, aliens or the new earth, fifth dimension, pineal glands, decalcifying your pineal gland, chakras, getting in tune with energy. Started really looking into astrology more, like going down the rabbit hole of so many different topics that I had always been drawn to my entire life, but was always told that this is evil, this is not good for you, stay away from this. It's like, what's so wrong with trying to get the information, with studying the stars, read energies, actually decode the vibrations that your body receives. It's like, what's so wrong with being in alignment and being in tune with your mind, body, and spirit? What's so wrong with that? Honestly, I didn't really start applying what I learned until, I would say, a couple of years after. I applied it here and there, started meditating, things like that, started doing yoga. It wasn't until I moved to Los Angeles, forgot to mention, I went to Sacramento State my first 2 years of college, ended up transferring to Cal State Northridge my junior year. That was back in 2015. So it wasn't until I moved out to Los Angeles that I really really started to hone in and apply what I had learned to my own life, Like I said, I was already, doing yoga and meditating, but I started eating healthier. When I moved out here, I became plant-based. I, stopped eating meat and animal products once I got here. So started, oh shit. Ooh. Damn. Whew. Anyway, what was I? So anyways, I also started using, natural products as far as, beauty products, cleaning products, just more natural products in my routine. Started living a more clean and green lifestyle, was grounding, walking barefoot, grounding myself, really in tune with nature. I was reading a lot. I was, wearing my crystals, drinking my juices, my teas, my herbs, like literally doing all of the quote unquote spiritual stuff that is spirit. I was doing all of that like right when I first got out here. And I can just remember thinking like, oh yeah, I got this shit on lock. I got it figured out. I'm out here with my crystal charged up. I'm out here doing rituals with the moon, just doing I really thought I was about it, good to go, wasn't nothing gonna stop until I met somebody who turned my life upside down. Yes, like the Fresh Prince came and turned my life upside. I in no way, shape, or form am blaming this person for anything. This is something that was meant to happen. There is such a thing as, karmic relationships that need to happen in your life. That was one of them. I was also at a point in life, I was vibrating at a very, very high frequency. I was manifesting pretty much everything I wanted really. In a matter of months, I manifested a new apartment, a new car. Yes, in like a matter of 4 or 5 months, pretty much. It's like summer 2016. Yes, summer 2016, I was on it. And I was also like on the hunt for my soulmate, okay? I was trying to find my person, my one. I was I thought I had found them. I really did. They had me in the first half. I thought they were my twin flame. I really did. They weren't. More so like a false twin flame, or like I said, a karmic relationship. That person really brought up a lot for me. Things started out great, but then once we got a little bit closer, things got deeper, secrets were he made me realize that I had buried a lot of trauma. Didn't even realize I had been. Hearing their story really triggered me in ways that I had never been triggered before. That was a lot. Like I said, I was on this such just high frequency, high vibe, and then to literally get smacked in the face by some just unhealed was not what I expected. That is a real spiritual shit right there, is going through those dark shadow moments, doing your shadow work. That is fucking spirituality. I know you've seen the posts. It's not all, peace and blessings. It's not all just, good vibes and meditations and all this. It's not that all the time. You gotta understand that you have to have a balance. Duality is, you cannot have light without the dark. You cannot have dark without the light. You look at that in the back. Balance. Same thing with spirituality. So please, if you're going through it, don't think that there's something wrong with you. You're working through some things that you have to work through in order to elevate, in order to level. Back then, that was probably one of the toughest things that I had to overcome. To a time where, like I said, I was vibing high, I was doing my shit, and the universe sees that, and it's like, I'm gonna test you to see if you're really ready to fly up here, because you gotta maintain that shit up there. You gotta make sure you're solid before you can level. Really had to take a step back and really reevaluate everything I was doing and get my shit. I went to therapy for a while, talked to somebody about it, talked to family. Yeah, became a much better person because of it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, it was really hard. I was really depressed for a really long time. I saw the light because I am the light. Like, you are the, knowing that, it was like, that was enough to just keep going, because I knew that it was gonna be worth it in the end. Literally all that happened like back in 2016, partial 2017, but that was like my senior year of college, and I was going through it. It was necessary because after that I entered the real world and things got really real, and I needed to, like I said, have a solid foundation before I could embark on this journey that I'm crazy, because like I can't even tell you like how or when things got better. It was just like one day I woke up and the world was just lighter. It had been a long time coming. I've been working at it for a long time, but it just felt like one day I just woke up and it was just like, yeah, this feels so much better. I'm glad we worked through that, because you needed to. And so from then on, I really became like a very positive person, not on no toxic positivity. If you follow me on Instagram, then I do like little morning inspirations, messages, affirmations, pretty much every morning. Like, I've been doing those literally since that time, like since 2016. So for the last 4 years, I've been doing. I started for myself just because I knew that I was going through it, and I knew that I needed some golden advice, every morning. So I figured, you know what, give myself some advice, uplift myself, and who knows, someone else might need to hear the same message that I do. It turns out that a lot of people needed it, and so it just became, and per request of everybody, I haven't stopped. Like, I literally get so many messages, especially now, I get so many messages. These, morning inspirations help them, that people look forward to them, and it really means so much to me because those messages really do come straight from spirit. I'm really speaking from the heart, when I do those messages. So it really means a lot when I get all the positive feedback. It's pretty much how I started, just because I needed to be uplifted, and it just spread to other people, and I'm so happy that I even started, doing healing sessions for other people. People always said that like my room and my space was always so right and on point, that they felt very relaxed and at peace, and I just heard that and received that and wanted to make it a thing to where you can come in my space and feel good. You can come in my space and you can heal yourself. I met a few people that really took advantage of that. Would literally chakra balancing ceremonies for them, where I would lay, crystals underneath their chakras, and help them unblock their energies and, help them work through their own trauma, ask them questions, cleanse their energy, their aura, smudge them. Side note, I am Native, so I can smudge. That is part of my heritage. Just I don't want anyone coming for me, so I have to put that in there. I didn't know that. Anyway, so I have performed healing ceremonies, for people, and I've always considered myself a healer just because, I healed myself, and I've seen the results in the people that I've worked with in the past. I don't even know what to call what I practice. I don't think there's really a name to it, I'm just I don't really practice any said spirituality system. It's crazy. I got to see Sun and I was in my major for Africana studies. That's actually what really kind of drove me to really get on my spiritual shit, because I learned how spiritual, my ancestors were, or their religions, their spiritual systems. It was embedded in their entire life. I just learned how important just spirit was to them, and I made it that important to I've always been spiritual, but going through that breakthrough was something. Like I said, I'm all about mind, body, spirit alignment, and you gotta have all three to be healthy, truly healthy and functioning. All three have to be in alignment. At first I was doing everything right physically, physically and mentally, but my spirit was still there. And that's why I had to go through that, that shadow moment and really heal myself through some dark. Like I said, I saw the light because I am the light, and you are the light. So you can literally overcome anything. I can do it. You can. Now, pretty much my spiritual practices include, I really do kind of keep it. My meditation isn't even like the meditation. Like, I crochet and journal to meditate. I do stretch and do yoga every day. I still am plant-based. And as far as spirit, I really am very conscious and intentional when it comes to my behaviors. And I feel like that is where you see true spirituality is in your changed behavior, because you can learn about your triggers, you can learn about your trauma, how you're gonna go about life differently now that you know these things about, because you can't keep doing things the same way. You got to change now. You have new information, so you have to apply that. Changed behavior is when you really start seeing results. You can do all that fake spirituality shit you want, but if you don't address the root of the issues, you're not gonna level up and elevate. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much where I started, where I am now. And I've learned a lot about myself. I'm still learning so much. I do feel like I'm in a position now where I can help others, and that is why I created my 7-week chakra maintenance course, which is pretty much just how I learned how to unblock and maintain my chakra. I've read a lot of books, watched a lot of videos, and I feel like a lot of the information out there is great, but some of it is a little bit super. Like I said, you have to get to the root of your issues if you really want to, level up. And I know some of these courses or whatever, the books and the videos, they weren't really asking the right questions. So that's really what my whole course is designed to. It's really designed to help you get to the bottom of what is blocking you on each level, so then I can help you work through that, because I'm not gonna heal you. I'm just here to help you heal yourself, because you have the power to heal yourself. I'm just here to help you unlock it and to encourage you to also just how to maintain that balance. I'm also gonna a little meal plan. It's not gonna be super in-depth. It's gonna be give you some meal ideas each chakra, because people give you the foods, or they tell you what kind of foods to eat, but they don't really give you a meal. And I need a meal for some guidance. Don't just tell me what to eat, tell me how to make it. Give me some. I am gonna be doing pre-recorded so that you can do this course at your own pace. However, there will be a weekly check-in at the end of the week. I am going to check in with each person individually to see how just the week went for you, talk about any challenges you may have had, any triumphs, any breakthroughs you may have had, just really talk. I just want to be of service, really talk about it so we can get through it and you can be on point, for the next week. This course will be on my Patreon permanently, so you can come in literally at any time and take it. However, the only thing that will not be offered after the 7 weeks is the weekly check. But I mean, if you do just reach out to me and you need some help, I'm not gonna deny you, like, ever. But as far as like the weekly check-ins go, I'm reaching out to everyone personally, you know, and I'm just not gonna do that after the 7 weeks, because Lord knows how many people are gonna sign up, and that's a lot to commit to. I can only commit to that for 7 weeks. That's almost 2 months. So I will be dropping content every Monday on my Patreon. I'm gonna link that in the description box below. So if you are interested in signing up, I definitely recommend you do so. The course starts tomorrow on Monday, September 7th, and then it ends 7 weeks from now. Pretty much like mid-October. Yeah, we're gonna be together for a good period of time, you know, healing and growing. So if you are interested, come on over. I got you. But until next time, you guys, thank you so much for you guys. Stay blessed and stay safe out there. Make sure you wear a mask, and until next time, peace.